Karen? Okay. And I can see, no, Sherry is, really, the only one has to be really ready is Sherry, okay? Good evening. It is time to call the August 4th, 2026 Wirt County Board of Education meeting to order. First order of business is our Pledge of Allegiance, and we have a couple gentlemen with us. We'll ask Mr. Nick Neff to lead us in the pledge. You do it from right there, sir.
All right. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
We always try to get somebody from the audience to do that for us. Okay, at this time I need a motion to approve the agenda. Okay, on the agenda, everything on the front page I think is good. On the second page under employment number 1, we're going to strike that for the time being. That'll come back to us at a later date. There was waiting on some paperwork for that person. So we will come back when that paperwork comes in. Number 3, 4, 5, and 6, we have a name presented for those actions. On the third page, under new business, we have a name under speech language pathology, the contract, occupational therapy, oral health, and visual impairment. There's names added to that. I think everything else is how it come out on Friday. Anybody see anything I've missed? It's a pretty heavy agenda. Okay. Any questions about the agenda as presented? Hearing none, we have a motion to approve the agenda as presented. All in favor say aye. 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 Opposed say nay. Ayes have it. Motion carries. We have no recognitions this evening, so we're down to information. And we have a couple of gentlemen with us this evening. We have Mr. John Neff. He's the Executive Vice President of Camp Catoga Foundation. And he brought some partner with him, and I know they introduced your name, but I will not get it. So, Mr. Neff, please step up and introduce who's with you.
I'm John Neff. Like you said, I'm the Vice President, Executive Vice President of Camp Catoga Foundation, and I brought a colleague with mine, Brandon Mercer. Not only is he Assistant Scoutmaster with me, but he's also our Treasurer, Vice President of Treasury of Camp Catoga Foundation. So we are in this together with, as you can see in the pamphlet I brought, several other wonderful people. We have a board of 9 members with lots of experience that brings to the table. And when we found out that Camp Catoga was owned by the Buckskin Council out of Charleston, West Virginia, when they voted to sell it, we immediately banded together, and created a 501c3 nonprofit organization here in the state of West Virginia, in the sole purpose to preserve the camp for youth to use, all youth, not just scouts, to use here in Wirt County at Camp Catoga. If you don't know it, it's not very far from here. It's 367 acres. We have miles of hiking. We have natural caves system, not depth cave, but wind erosion cave. We have rappelling tower. We have a swimming pool. We have rifle range, archery range, shotgun range. We have a really nice dining hall. We have a 2,400 square foot Appalachian log home structure that we use as a lodge and also a trading post. We have 14 different campsites with shelters. We have probably 6 or 7 program areas where in the scouting world we have different merit badges, and those program areas are spread out throughout the camp. So we have a wonderful setting for outdoor recreation, and we want to make sure everyone knows that we're open for business, not just scouts, all youth. That is our mission. If you look in our pamphlet there, our mission is to make sure it's going to preserve it for another 100 years so the youth can have a place to go outdoors and do all types of outdoor recreation. The possibilities, we just had Girl Scouts in there this past weekend. The weekend before, we had Belpre football. They came out for a retreat, team building exercises. They went off our rappelling tower. They went for a hike. They visited the wind caves. They stayed in our Adirondacks, and most of them from Belpre had never camped before. So getting them outside and seeing what there is to do other than staying inside and playing on video games or texting with your friends and stuff, that's what the whole reason we done what we did and purchased the property and keeping it around for everyone to use. I mentioned, or you mentioned earlier, we did raise a bunch of money really quick to get it, and that shows the amount of support that we have behind us to preserve this place. It holds a special spot in my heart and with many people's hearts because of the memories that was made on that piece of ground. It's been there since 1922. It was 104 years old when we took over it. And if you didn't know, it's the 14th oldest continuing operated summer camp at the time, Scout summer camp in the nation. You know, it's not Scout owned anymore, but we still say it's one of the oldest camps in the country. So there's a lot of heritage, there's a lot of tradition that the Scouts like to see, that we want to continue on, but we recognize that Scouts is not the only ones that's going to be utilizing it, and that's why we say we're open for business. So why I came and spoke with John, the superintendent, was we had an idea of opening it up for different classes to come out for field trips. Maybe we can come up with an obstacle course for them. They can come out and hike our trails. They can come out and just utilize our shade trees, do a conservation hike, or get the DNR out here and do a conservation day or something in that fact. And maybe next year we'll be able to hold a back-to-school bash with our pool with the different grades. I don't think we can do it all at one night, but we could stagger them over a few nights and have lots of kids come out, your students come out and enjoy our pool. We have a big renovation going on with that pool this fall, so it's going to look like $1 million next spring. It'll essentially be a new pool for all of us to use. And to my knowledge, it's the only pool around that could be used for the public in this setting. So we're excited about that. We're actively still raising money. We're still looking for support, and it's coming in every day. I actually sat down at lunch today, and people that know my role in it, they just laid down a bundle of 20s and said, "This is for camp." And I said, "Well, thank you. We'll get it deposited." So that's kind of how this has all happened. The support is unbelievable. It's just coming in all directions for us. So it's worthwhile. If you haven't been there, we'd love to take you out there, give you a visit, and see what we have, and then ideas can go from there. We do have a ranger. He's out there 24/7. He's our only employee, so it is a safe place. That's part of our mission, is to provide a safe place for kids to learn. And if you don't know the geography of it, Hughes River pretty much surrounds the whole property. It's a very unique setting, but the river comes in and goes around, and then it comes back, and it comes in back to itself in a really narrow spot. So it's a very safe. So if you think you're going to get lost, you really can't, because it's sort of like a peninsula. So it's pretty nice. We have a gentleman we just met on Sunday, Tim Nolan. He's in charge of land management, and we are working with the federal government and USDA for a forest plan. We're going to increase habitat. We're going to increase pollinators. We're going to select, take down invasive weeds and bushes. So it's an active, constantly actively changing environment as well. And those are some ways we can raise money too with the program from NRCS. Yep, NRCS. So, it's very exciting for us. Not only do we love seeing scouts out there, but we love that we have the opportunity to bring even more people out there and enjoy what we love about Camp Catawba so much. We bought it on August 28th of last year, so we're coming up on 1 year anniversary. We're going to have a celebration on the 30th. You guys are more than welcome to come out to it, see what we have. It's from 2 to 4, and you guys can come out as you are and walk around. There'll be some finger foods and just people talking about camp and probably some old memories out there. But if you don't make it out before then, you're more than welcome then. That'll maybe spar some ideas for possibly your guys' students. Have any questions?
John, because basically, it'll be our principals, so I'm assuming that if Mr. McCown gets this stuff to them, they just call this number and they can talk to somebody about what they have.
Yep, we have Mr. Burke, Christopher Burke is in charge of programs. Andy Schaefer is in charge of operations. So those two guys are boots on the ground many of the weekends and throughout the days. And then we have Jim Bennon's phone number in there too. So you'll get a hold of one of the board members with that phone number. When you start thinking about it and you want to know a cost, we're not looking to make a profit on visitations. Right now we have support coming in that's covering all of our insurance and utilities and stuff like that. So what we've been able to do is come up with a price schedule that's very favorable for youth groups and civil organizations. So it's not like we're looking to make a profit from. We're just asking for small fees to get people out there and get it utilized. So far, the donations that's rolling in for sponsorships and stuff is taking care of all of our debt at this time. So it's pretty exciting times for us.
I was thinking, do you have anybody there beside the park ranger for when there are groups there, or your staff there then? Particularly, I'm thinking about the swimming pool. Are there lifeguards?
There was lifeguards. We provided lifeguards this past weekend for the school, and that's something that Christopher Burke will discuss with you, how you want to approach it. If you guys bring out children, students, we will probably definitely have lifeguards present to cover you guys and to cover us on insurance for sure. If it's a family reunion, we've discussed it and we've discussed it with our insurance. Those situations can be swim at your own risk. But so far right now, we've had lifeguards cover all of our events that we've been out there. So certified lifeguards. Yep. Mm-hmm. We also have a gentleman in talks about building us a new shower house to go along with a new line pool for next year. That is just in the talking stages, but that's the biggest. Kids want to be comfortable and have their privacy, and some of those shower houses are old school, even though they're individual stalls. Some of them are curtain stalls, and we recognize that is not favorable any longer. So we're hoping to have one door per one stall on the outside of a building. That's what we're working towards. Not that we have it yet, but that's constantly we're trying to improve where we can, where it will make the most impact for sure. Yep. So again, look at it, see there's plenty of room to spread out. The dining hall has a full kitchen. We can feed 400 people at one time with no problem. You could bring your own food. You could bring a bag lunch and just utilize the dining hall to eat it in. If you need to cook food, we definitely have commercial grade kitchen for all that, and then plenty of room to spread out and have fun. Lots of shade. That's the nice thing. If you're in the spring or summer, fall it's very pretty too with all the leaves falling out there.
John, the roads are good enough to get our buses in up to the lodge, right?
Yes, I think we take in some long trailers right now, trucks and trailers. I think for safety reasons, we could even, there is a bin coming on 47 that could, vehicles coming very fast can come up on you pretty quick. We could schedule a state trooper to run some caution right there as buses pull in. But the bridge was inspected and there's nothing wrong with the bridge at this time. So.
Is there a weight, you have any idea what the weight limit is? Or?
There's no restriction on the bridge, so therefore our bridge inspector said if there was, it would have been reported with the state. So we're assuming it's at 80,000 plus pounds.
All right, it's pretty narrow. The bus should be able to cross it okay, school bus?
Yes, we bring semis, pup trailers across from Cisco Foods, and then we also bring across concrete trucks that aren't fully loaded for, so to speak, 7 yards is what we typically like to bring over at a time, but straight trucks. I've driven a 28-foot box rider truck over it. The approach, I just swing on just like a normal turn. You go up, but yeah, there's plenty of width on there. And there is a egress on the back side. We've made contact with our neighbor, and they're tickled to death that we purchased it and going to continue to use it as a camp. And we have potential egress on the back side as well. It hasn't been used in quite some time, so we're working on clearing that road back there and reestablishing it. But I think it falls back on, is there a Silver
Run.
Silver Run, yep.
Well, West Waco did own that back there, but I don't know if they sold that part back there or not.
I can't remember the gentleman's name that we're butted up against, or he's butted up against us, but Andy Schaefer, VP of Operations, has made communication with him and talked to him, and he was glad that we bought it, and he has a gate across it.
Yeah, I think
Which-
it's probably Mr. Jones.
No, I think it's on the other, that road comes in like you go up Silver Run, it goes up to T's. If you go to the left, that eventually comes right down onto the, I was hired one time. Eradicates the coons.
Okay. Yeah, there is Tim Nolan, the land management. He came in before he bought it on the backside, came all the way up to the gentleman's gate. The gate, you could say, is not, because it is still a county road.
Yeah.
Someone asked for that county road to be closed, and they were denied. So it is still a county road back there. So we do have egress that side if there's an issue. But yeah, that's.
Do you have enough of these, John, to give to the principals?
Yeah, I think I've got all that digitally that you sent.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, we sent it digitally, and if you ever need any more or any hard copies, we'd be happy to print it out to you.
One thing that keeps coming to mind, is there anything like with immediate care for kids, like they sprain an ankle, get cut, anything like that? Or should we bring something to keep that in mind?
Yeah, Brandon can talk about that.
All right.
Yep.
So sort of like with the lifeguards, I'm just going through our recertification of insurance right now, so this is very top of mind for me. But whenever kids are at the camp, we're going to have someone who's a medical officer there, so some sort of EMS training or above, and if they're utilizing one of the program areas that has any risk involved with it. So we're thinking the climbing tower. We have 2 individuals on our board that are certified with the National Certification Agency that is escaping my mind right now to run that. We have a NRA rifle range, and we have a level 1 or 2 archery instructor. So all of our ranges are covered. The only one we do not currently have is the pool, but we're more than happy to hire out a lifeguard, or if you wanted to bring your own, if you had somebody on staff that was a lifeguard, as long as we can verify the certification that it's up to date, we're okay with that as well.
But they have to be certified, correct?
Yes.
That sounds good.
do ask,
Yeah, you gotta come up.
we do ask, when you visit Cape Cataga as a group, there's a form, Accord 25, to fill out that states us as second insured. You guys would be the first, the school would be the first, and we would be the second. So it is, you know, we are playing by all the rules, and we're not just asking people to come out and visit at your own risk. It is covered. And there was another neat, we have the climbing tower and rappelling tower, which you can't climb up it. It's locked, so to speak. You can't, there's no footholds like 10 foot and below unless Christopher's there to unlock it and install those. But we do have a bouldering grotto wall, which is perfect for young kids, young scouts, young students, that you climb horizontally. Yep, so you just climb, you're only about 1 foot to 2 foot off the ground, depending on your height, and you climb all the way around it with the same type of foot. And it's fun, kids love it, and you can climb around on the outside, then on the inside has a different pattern as well. So those can be used without any type of instructor. It's there to use anytime. So those are fun for kids to visit, spend some time at too. And we have an old nature center that's really neat. It's a Civil War era log home, and that's where we teach nature during the scouting programs, and that can be used as a program area as well. We're hoping to get our get it air conditioned, so it'd be a small setting. It's not a big building, but it's a unique, and it looks over the Hughes River, so it's really neat place to teach people stuff.
Well, hopefully, we can have some groups that take advantage of it. I think it's
Absolutely.
a great opportunity for our kids. You know, now we're taking buses and traveling 2 hours to go somewhere. And,
You can travel 20 minutes and spend the other 2 hours playing. So, you know, there's lots of simple obstacle courses that we can come up with, or if the school would want to come up with, we have fields available for them to implement. You know, put paint on the ground, run through cones, run through a cargo net, run through some culvert pipe, stuff like that. Those are always fun for youth to do. So potentially, you can do, if you can dream it, you can do it. So
fantastic.
Appreciate you coming out and
Appreciate
joining
it.
us, and appreciate you sharing all the information.
you're more than welcome. We hope to see you, and reach out to us if you have any questions. And just let people know that we're open for business, family reunions, and you know, church groups. All that is welcome. So I did think I failed to say, since we've owned it, we've had almost 20 different groups. I think it's up to 18 now that's utilized it.
So if somebody listening out there to the board meeting wants to look you up on Facebook or somewhere, where should they go, or what should they look for?
If you go to Facebook, it's Camp Cataga, or we have two, the Camp Cataga Foundation, who is in charge of the Camp Cataga. The Camp Cataga one is more geared towards our scout programs that come there. But Camp Cataga Foundation, or you can go to our website that has all this information on it, and that's campcatagafoundation.org. And you have to type it in the address bar, because we don't have enough hits yet to bring it to the top of your Google search. That's what they're telling me. So to type that in your address bar, campcatagafoundation.org, and it'll pull up the website. And there is amenities, and it tells you everything that we have. And there's also an area to talk to Christopher about reserving a weekend or so. So we're really excited. We're tickled to death. You know, a lot of people said we couldn't do it. We got to this point, and we're being successful with it, and we're excited to share it with everyone.
Great, thank you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate your time. Gentlemen, you're welcome to stay for our whole meeting, but you will not offend us.
That's what I was going to ask. I don't want to look rude or anything.
No.
No, we'll take no offense.
We'll take no offense.
But glad you came. I live not too far from there, and I never heard of it. I mean, never heard that it's been sold, and doing what
Oh,
you're
yeah.
doing.
We hear that all the time, and that's shame on the scouts for not, the council for not letting people know what it was there. It is really nice. There's been so many people put so much effort into maintaining it and improving it over those 104 years. If we would have lost it, that'd be a shame on us. So that's why we're in the situation we're in.
Just roughly, what would it cost, like, for a church group to be there for 3 days or a week or whatever, roughly?
So, since we are mostly designed for youth, if we're talking about a church youth group, we're probably going to give you a fairly steep discount. Our campsites, let's just say, are $30 a night. However, we usually half that for youth groups, so it's like $15 a night for however many people you really need to stay there. And then depending on what you want to do, we will charge. So if you want to use the climbing tower, we don't have a set price on that yet, but we would charge basically half of what we would typically think about.
The 2 hour for the climbing tower has been $150, and $250 for 4 hours. Same with the pool, and then the dining hall is $160 a day, and then the lodge is $160 a day.
Lodge is $200. Yep.
200.
And then when you're talking youth groups, those numbers change, but that's the general pricing.
Okay.
And Christopher has all that.
Yes.
That's his responsibility, so you can reach out.
I usually see it on the back.
So it's affordable to get out there. The Girl Scouts, they're unique. They're in the Boy Scout program, it's also by the head. So you pay so much because there's a program going on as well. You're not just
Right.
renting the property. And there's also a toll, if you want to rent the whole camp, there is a toll per day on that as well. So Christopher is the best one to reach out. He has all that pricing schedule in front of him.
Fantastic.
Yep. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Wish you all the luck in the world.
Thank you.
Okay, we are down to approval of the minutes. I will take a motion to approve the minutes for the July 21st, 2026 regular meeting.
So moved.
Any corrections, comments? Hearing none, we have a motion to approve the minutes of the July 21st, 2026 regular meeting. All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed say nay. Ayes have it, motion carries. Need a motion to approve the payment of invoices in the amount of $217, I'm sorry, let me start again. My things shifted down on me there. $217,567.09. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Mr. McCown?
So 2 runs of expenditures for your consideration tonight. The first on 7/24/2026, totaling $17,704.81. This is primarily utilities. And then the next run on 7/30/2026, totaling $200,073.56. Noteworthy in this is computers for the middle school, some curriculum associates, instructional professional development, Davis Publications for art curriculum, and IntelliSpark for attendance tracking software. So these expenditures plus board member travel total $217,567.09.
Any questions on invoices?
That was without the board member travel.
Yes.
That's, well, yeah. Any questions? Here none, we have a motion to approve the payment of invoices in an amount of $217,567.09. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed say nay. Ayes have it. There is board member travel, which is mine, so at this time I will recuse myself for personal interest.
Your show, Jared.
Yep, okay. So for this one, we have $211.28 for Mr. Metz's travel to the president's part of the president of our board conference meeting.
So moved.
All in favor? Aye. Any opposed?
Got it.
All right.
Well, thank you, Mr. Lowe.
Thanks.
Got doorknobs tonight, guys.
Yeah.
Okay, and just for anybody that is curious, the total vendor checks that were approved, the invoices and the board member travel came to $217,778.37. Okay, need a motion to approve budget supplements amount $2,400.
So moved.
Mr. McCown?
So one budget supplement tonight in the amount of $2,400, and that is a special ed IDEA grant for behavior training workshops in Charleston.
Questions on budget supplements? Here none, we have a motion to approve the budget supplement in the amount of $2,400. All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed say nay. Ayes have it, motion carries. Okay, need a motion to approve budget transfers in the amount of $30,194.79.
So moved.
Mr. McCown?
So this is, we found this kind of gizmo. So if you remember attending the high school gym and graduation, they've got that big gray tarp that they have put over the floor, and it's unwieldy and it's difficult to store. So we have found this gizmo, and it's basically a tarp that is on a roll that unrolls to make it very easy and convenient to cover up the gym floor. So this would be one of those for not only the high school, but also the middle school. We spend a lot of money in refurbishing and taking care of those gym floors, and this is going to help to maintain the gym floors from traffic when we have events.
Shouldn't it also decrease the amount of time of setup and takeout?
By very much so, yes.
Make something for everything, don't
They
they?
do.
Yeah.
And that's called a gizmo.
Well, that's the word that popped into my brain, but it's basically a big roll, and it unrolls, and then when you're done with it, you just roll it back up and it stores it.
About like a swimming pool cover.
Yes.
Yeah.
So is it attached to a wall, or is it?
Well, I think it's mobile, and it's
Okay.
on wheels and you can move it, but when you position it at the end of the gym, it unrolls the whole length,
Wow.
and then it will roll back up, and then you can move it into storage
Oh, okay.
when it's not there.
And you can transfer it from each goal if you need to.
Well, we're getting, this is for two of them, one for the middle school and one for the high school.
Sounds good.
I don't know that we've got a truck big enough to
Yeah.
put the thing in once it's put together.
All that thing,
And went to the schoolhouse, the gymnasium, rather.
Okay, so we have a motion to approve budget transfers in the amount of $30,194.79. All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed say nay. Ayes have it, motion carries. Down to personnel matters. We have resignations, retirements, leave of absence. Number one, I need a motion to approve the resignation of Phoebe Hayes, assistant girls basketball coach, Wirt County High School, effective July 17th, 2026.
So moved.
Mr. McCown?
Yeah, I appreciate the years of coaching that they've done for us and everything they've done for our team, and their letter was in your packet, and just wanted to thank them for their years of service to our kids.
Any questions? Here none, we have a motion to approve the resignation of Phoebe Hayes, assistant girls basketball coach, Wirt County High School, effective July 17th, 2026. All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed say nay. Ayes have it, motion carries. Need a motion to accept the resignation of Sandra Harris, assistant principal, Wirt County Middle School, effective July 29th, 2026.
So moved.
Mr. McCown?
So Christy Willis may be off my Christmas card list for stealing Mrs. Harris from us. She did a
She
fantastic
really
job
did.
as assistant principal at the middle school. She does reside in Wood County, and this is closer to where she lives, so I completely get it, but I wish Sandy all the best in her new position, and sad to see her go.
Yeah, she really did do an excellent job for us. Any questions, comments?
That'll really rush us to replace that, correct?
Yeah, we will try to get that up as soon as possible, but we may have some certified candidates in county
Willing.
that might be interested.
Any other questions? Here none, we have a motion to accept the resignation of Sandra Harris, Assistant Principal, Wirt County Middle School, effective July 29th, 2026. All in favor say aye. Aye. Aye, opposed say nay. Ayes have it, motion carries. A motion to accept the resignation of Stacy Parrish, Special Education Coordinator, Gifted Teacher, District-wide, effective July 29th, 2026.
So moved.
Mr. McCown.
So she has not worked for us today and has found employment elsewhere. This one, I was happy when we filled that, but now we will repost and attempt to fill that position.
Yeah.
If I read that right, she didn't show up the first day.
Correct.
Yeah. Questions, comments? I'm going to keep my comments. Okay, we have a motion to accept the resignation of Stacy Parrish, Special Education Coordinator / Gifted Teacher, District-wide, effective July 29th, 2026. All in favor say aye. Aye. Aye, opposed say nay. Ayes have it, motion carries. Okay, need a motion to accept the retirement resignation of Rebecca Harrington, Pre-K aide, Wirt County Primary Center, effective August the 5th, 2026.
So moved.
Mr. McCown.
This isn't one that I was expecting, but I think she's got many years of service as a pre-K aide with us and has done a fantastic job for us, and I wish her all the best in her retirement.
Any comments, questions? Here none, we have a motion to accept the retirement resignation of Rebecca Harrington, Pre-K aide, Wirt County Primary Center, effective August 5th, 2026. All in favor say aye. Aye. Aye, opposed say nay. Ayes have it, motion carries. Down to employment. Number 1 will come back to us at some point. So we're down to number 2. Need a motion to accept the employment of Laura Burns, CIS Site Resource Facilitator, Wirt County High School, effective for the 26-27 school year upon completion of her required paperwork.
So moved.
Mr. McCown.
So the high school selection committee interviewed several applicants for this, and Mrs. Burns was the most experienced and qualified, and I'm bringing their recommendation to you tonight.
Questions, comments? Glad to see that we got it filled.
Yeah.
Okay, we have a motion to accept the employment of Laura Burns, CIS Site Resource Facilitator, Wirt County High School, effective for 26-27 school year upon completion of her required paperwork. All in favor say aye. Aye. Aye, opposed say nay. Ayes have it, motion carries. Need a motion to approve the employment of Tiffany Tooker, second grade teacher, Wirt County Primary Center, effective for 26-27 school year on completion of her required paperwork.
So moved.
Mr. McCown?
So Tiffany grew up in Wood County and has been here hither and thither, and coming from California, but it has reciprocated her certification and is fully certified in West Virginia, and interviewed very well, and I'm excited to bring her to you for your consideration.
Questions? Here none, we have a motion to approve Tiffany Tooker, second grade teacher, Wirt County Primary Center, effective 26-27 school year, based upon completion of her required paperwork. All in favor say aye. Aye. Aye, opposed say nay. Ayes have it, motion carries. Okay, so the part-time is supposed to be marked off of that, right? Okay. Need a motion to approve the employment of Jennifer McAllister, Wirt County High School Positive Behavior Interventionist and Supports, that's the PBIS Coordinator, extracurricular duty effective 26-27 school year upon completion of her required paperwork.
So moved.
Mr. McCown,
Happy to get that extracurricular filled.
she'll do a good job. Any questions? Here none, we have a motion to approve the employment of Jennifer McAllister, Wirt County High School Positive Behavior Interventionist and Supports, PBIS Coordinator. It's extracurricular, effective 26-27 school year, based upon completion of her required paperwork. All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed say nay. Ayes have it, motion carries. Okay, need a motion to approve the employment of Ashley Gano, Wirt County Primary Center, Positive Behavior Interventions and Supports, PBIS Coordinator, extracurricular, effective for 26-27 school year, based upon completion of her required paperwork.
So moved.
Mr. McCown?
So this was an extracurricular that Mrs. Vinoy held, and since she left
Okay.
us, we posted that, and I have no doubt that Mrs.
She
Gano
will.
will also do an outstanding job.
Not a doubt in my mind. Any questions? Here none, we have a motion to approve the employment of Ashley Gano as Wirt County Primary Center, Positive Behavior Interventionist and Supports, PBIS Coordinator, extracurricular, effective 26-27 school year upon completion of her required paperwork. All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed say nay. Ayes have it, motion carries. Need a motion to approve the employment of Haley Nolan, head cheerleading coach, Wirt County Middle School, effective for 26-27 school year, based upon completion of her required paperwork.
So moved.
Mr. McCown?
So the middle school has approved her as the coach. For me to bring that name to the board, they have completed all the SSAC
Okay.
work, and their Form 39 is just waiting for WVDE approval.
Very good. Because that's here, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. Any questions? Here none, we have a motion to approve the employment of Haley Nolan, head cheerleading coach, Wirt County Middle School, effective for 26-27 school year, based upon completion of her required paperwork. All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed say nay. Ayes have it, motion carries. Need a motion to approve Misty McCalty, special education bus aide, Wirt County Schools, effective for 26-27 school year upon completion of her required paperwork.
So moved.
Mr. McCown?
So as you recall, we had a resignation for that. We have posted it, and Misty McCalty is the successful bidder on that position.
Questions? Here none, we have a motion to approve the employment of Misty McCalty, special education bus aide, Wirt County Schools, effective for 26-27 school year upon completion of her required paperwork. All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed say nay. Ayes have it, motion carries. Need a motion to approve the employment of Jesse Smith, assistant girls basketball coach, Wirt County Middle School, effective for 26-27 school year upon completion of his required paperwork.
So moved.
Mr. McCown?
They have completed all of their SSAC work and fully certified with WVDE.
Any questions? Jesse's coached several different sports for us, hasn't he? Here none, we have a motion to approve the employment of Jesse Smith, assistant girls basketball coach, Wirt County Middle School, effective for 26-27 school year upon completion of his required paperwork. All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed say nay. Ayes have it, motion carries. And motion to approve the employment of Matt Dye, head varsity wrestling coach, Wirt County High School, effective 26-27 school year, based upon completion of his required paperwork.
So moved.
Mr. McCown?
Yeah, he's been the assistant coach for
my.
a lot of years and
Yeah.
has all of his SSAC stuff completed, and the Form 39 is processing currently.
I would say that Matt has been assistant coach, or one of the assistant coaches, at least for 18 years. Yeah, yeah, so it's good to see that he wants to step up. Okay, any questions, comments? Here none, we have a motion to approve Matt Dye, as head varsity wrestling coach, Wirt County High School, effective 26-27 school year, based upon completion of his required paperwork. All in favor say aye. Aye, opposed say nay. Ayes have it, motion carries. Need a motion to approve Alex Bevel, head boys basketball coach, Wirt County Middle School, effective 26-27 school year, based upon completion of his required paperwork.
So moved.
Mr. McKellar.
He has completed all of the SSAC
Okay.
requirements and fully certified with WVDE.
Questions, comments? Hearing none, we have a motion to approve Alex Bevel, head boys basketball coach, Wirt County Middle School, effective for 26-27 school year, based upon completion of his required paperwork. All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed say nay. Ayes have it, motion carries. Need a motion to approve the employment of Thomas Bennett, substitute custodian, Wirt County Schools, effective for 26-27 school year upon completion of required paperwork.
So moved.
Mr. McKenna.
So as you recall, he drove bus full-time for us for many years and left us, but he has found his work schedule has him some days in the week open, and he has classification for each of these areas and would like to come back and sub for us in all of these classifications.
Okay, so we have a motion to approve Thomas Bennett as substitute custodian, Wirt County Schools, effective 26-27 school year upon completion of his required paperwork. All in favor say aye. Aye, opposed say nay. Ayes have it. Gentlemen, I'm going to take the next two as one motion, if that is okay. I didn't realize, or I took all three of them. Unless there's one that anybody would like to separate out. No? Okay, so need a motion to approve Thomas Bennett, substitute maintenance and substitute bus operator for Wirt County Schools, effective for 26-27 school year upon completion of his required paperwork.
So moved.
Any questions? Same deal, right?
Same deal.
Okay. Any questions? Hearing none, we have a motion to approve Thomas Bennett as substitute maintenance and substitute bus operator for Wirt County Schools, effective for 26-27 school year, based upon completion of his required paperwork. All in favor say aye. Aye, opposed say nay. Ayes have it, motion carries. Okay, we're down to 14. We're getting there. Need a motion to approve the employment of Haley Hennon, substitute secretary, Wirt County Schools, effective for 26-27 school year upon completion of her required paperwork.
So moved.
Mr. McKellar.
So earlier this summer, Sherry posted for all of the substitute categories, and 14 and 15, they have bid on those positions and ready to bring them to you for board action.
Very good. Questions? Here none, we have a motion to approve Haley Hennon as substitute secretary, Wirt County Schools, effective for 26-27 school year upon completion of her required paperwork. All in favor say aye. Aye, opposed say nay. Ayes have it, motion carries. Number 15, need a motion to approve Justin Cottrell, substitute cook, Wirt County Schools, effective for 26-27 school year upon completion of his required paperwork.
So moved.
Mr. McCollum.
Same thing, so we posted it and we're filling those substitute postings.
Any questions, comments? Here none, we have a motion to approve Justin Cottrell, substitute cook, Wirt County Schools, effective 26-27 school year, upon completion of his required paperwork. All in favor say aye. Aye, opposed say nay. Ayes have it, motion carries. Need a motion to approve Elizabeth Seaball as substitute teacher, Wirt County Schools, effective for 26-27 school year, based upon completion of her required paperwork.
So moved.
Mr. McCollum.
She is fully certified and happy to add another sub-teacher to the roles.
Is she a retired teacher? Do you know? Not that matters, I'm just
I
curious.
don't think she's a retired teacher, but has recently moved back to this area.
Okay, very good. Any other questions? Here none, we have a motion to approve the employment of Elizabeth Seaball, substitute teacher, Wirt County Schools, effective 26-27 school year, upon completion of her required paperwork. All in favor say aye. Aye, opposed say nay. Ayes have it, motion carries. Okay, a motion to approve 2627 professional substitutes for rehire, and that is Adeline Richards.
So moved.
Mr. McCall?
So as we get closer to school starting, some additional people have just now returned their intent to workforce as subs for next year. So on the professional side, Adeline is in that boat. And then on the service side, the next item, you've got 3 that just returned their intent. So bringing them to you tonight.
Very good.
Just out of curiosity, what's requirements is for that position?
For the substitute teacher,
Professional.
they've got to have their substitute teacher certification. If you went to education, you have a degree in education, you've got that. If you have a degree in something else, the WBDE has made it pretty easy for you to go and take an online class and get your short-term substitute permit. So either of those routes will get you certified to substitute teach.
All right, thank you.
Yep.
Yeah, and then you have to still do all the fingerprint and all that type of
Right,
stuff
I
that goes
just
along with it.
curious how that
Yeah.
works.
Any other questions? Here none, we have a motion to approve Adeline Richards as the 2627 professional substitute for rehire. All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed say nay. Ayes have it, motion carries. Okay, next one, number 18, we have 3 names. I'll give you just a second look at 3 names. If you want to pull one out, take separate, or 2 out, and whatever, I'm happy to do that. Everybody good taking one motion? Okay. Okay, so we need a motion, we need a motion to approve service substitutes for rehire, and that is Tony Atkinson, aide, Brandy Roberts, aide, and Sarah Watkins, aide. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
I heard Ms. Sherlock before I heard Mr.
Yeah.
There we go. Not that it matters. Okay, any questions, comments? I think we know,
So
right?
again, they've subbed for us before. When we brought the big list to you, they hadn't returned their intent to sub again, but they recently turned it in, and that's why I'm bringing them back to you tonight.
Questions? Here none, we have a motion to approve the 2627 service substitutes for rehire. That's Tony Atkinson, aide, Brandy Roberts, aide, and Sarah Watkins, aide. All in favor say aye. Aye. Aye, opposed say nay. Ayes have it, motion carries. Need a motion to approve the board self-reflection results.
So moved.
Mr. McCallum.
Okay, I sent this to you for you to review, but we do have that complete. And I'm just going to go through each of the questions, and there was a little pie graph for that totaled the board's responses. So question 1, it says, I can communicate the county's mission. 4, strongly agree. 1, agree. Question 2, I believe in learning for all, whatever it takes. 4, strongly agree. 1, agree. Question 3, I make decisions as a board member based on the established mission of our county. 4, strongly agree. 1, agree. Question 4, board members share a commitment to the county's mission. 2, strongly agree. 3, agree. Question 5, our board meetings include meaningful discussion about county goals and means of achieving them. 3, strongly agree. 2, agree. Question 6, I can communicate the county's mission. 4, strongly agree. 1, agree. Question 7, I believe in learning for all, whatever it takes. 4, strongly agree. 1, agree. Question 8, I make decisions as a board member based on the established mission of the county. 4, strongly agree. 1, agree. Number 9, board members share a commitment to the county's mission. 2, strongly agree. 3, agree. Question 10, our board meetings include meaningful discussion about goals and achieving them. 3, strongly agree. 2, agree. Number 11, our board expects central office staff to be committed to all students obtaining mastery of state standards. 4, strongly agree. 1, agree. Question 12, my commitment as a board member impacts my actions and my expectations for students and staff. 4, strongly agree. 1, agree. Question 13, our board evaluates the superintendent based on board goals, expectations for student achievement, and compliance with state and local policy and code. 4 strongly agree, 1 agree. Number 14, our board members provide feedback to the superintendent when appropriate. 3 strongly agree, 2 agree. Question 15, our board upholds a clear set of expectations of performance and professional qualities when hiring and evaluating the superintendent. 3 strongly agree, 2 agree. Question 16, as a board member, I have the necessary information to make decisions about issues. 3 strongly agree, 2 agree. Question 17, student performance and well-being can be measured effectively. 3 strongly agree, 2 agree. Question 18, our board engages in frequent, meaningful conversations about improving student achievement through the district. 4 strongly agree, 1 agrees. Question 19, our board has specific, measurable goals, frequently monitors progress towards meeting them, and makes changes as needed. 3 strongly agree, 2 agree. Question 20, our board operates effectively as a policy-making body. 3 strongly agree, 2 agree. Question 21, decisions and actions of the board are grounded in state and local policy as opposed to focusing on management. 3 strongly agree, 2 agree. 22, all potential county-wide issues are referred to the superintendent for management. 4 strongly agree, 1 agrees. Number 23, our board has established a schedule for reviewing policies for relevance and aligned with state policy and West Virginia code. 1 strongly agrees, 4 agree. 24, our board's behaviors align with established norms and operating procedures. 3 strongly agree, 2 agree. Number 25, our board allows and expects the superintendent to serve as the chief executive officer and run the day-to-day operations of the school system. 4 strongly agree, 1 agrees. Number 26, the relationship between the board and superintendent is one of mutual respect, open communication, trust, and confidence. 3 strongly agree, 2 agree. Number 27, the authority of the board is as a corporate body and not as individual members. 4 strongly agree, 1 agrees. Number 28, our board's goals are established and communicated to all stakeholders. 3 strongly agree, 2 agree. Number 29, our board has an established process for communicating information with the public. 4 strongly agree, 1 agrees. Question 30, our board meetings effectively allow time for both board business and input from community members. 4 strongly agree, 1 agrees. And finally, question 31, got one more page. Our board procedures for allowing public comment are fair, clear, and consistent. 4 strongly agree, 1 agrees. 32, board members attend school district and community events throughout the year when possible. 3 strongly agree, 2 agree. Number 33, when speaking publicly regarding a county issue, board members align their statements with the board's official position on the issue. 2 strongly agree, 3 agree. And finally, question 34, our board communicates with government leaders, local, state, and national on issues dealing with public education. 2 strongly agree, and 3 agree.
Good. Comments? I think that goes to the state now, right?
It does.
Okay. Once we approve it.
Some of the questions were twice. We're done. Is there a reason for that?
I will have to look. I just copied and pasted what the WBD gets sent. I'll have to look at that.
Yeah, because it looks like the questions, I think maybe 1 and 7, and the like learning for all.
Yeah, I'm
That
not
was
sure.
twice, and then there's a couple of them that were twice. And it's,
Yeah, I will look into that, but I just copied the form that the DBE sent, but it could be that something got
I didn't notice
in
that.
pagination.
Other questions, comments? Okay, here now, the board's self-reflection results. All in favor say aye. Aye. Motion carries. And motion to approve the pre-K collaborative budget.
So moved.
Mr. McCall?
So as we have for many years, we work I can't talk tonight. We work collaboratively with Head Start with our pre-K program, and this year is no different. So I'm bringing that budget to you for your approval to continue that collaboration.
Questions on pre-K budget? Here none, we have motion to approve the pre-K collaborative budget. All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed say nay. Ayes have it, motion carries. Down to contracted services. Since these are different people, different services, we'll take them one at a time. Okay, need a motion for services for speech language pathology, and that is LinguaCare Associates and Company. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Mr. McCall?
So for all of these, we put out requests for proposals and published that, and the ones bringing to you tonight are the successful respondents to those requests for proposals that we have received.
Any questions on speech? Here none, we have a motion to approve the speech language pathology contracted service with LinguaCare Associates and Company. All in favor say aye. Aye. Have it, motion carries. A motion to approve contracted services for occupational therapy, and that's Michelle Santer, Sensible Solutions, LLC.
so moved.
Anything?
Yeah, same deal.
Okay.
We put out requests, and these are the respondents that we got, and I think a lot of these are the same ones we've used for
We used for years. Any questions? Accept the contracted services for occupational therapy, Michelle Santer, Sensible Solutions, LLC. All in favor say aye. 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 Have it, motion carries. And motion to approve contracted services for physical therapy, Amy Isley, First Steps Pediatric Therapy, LLC.
So moved.
Again, some
Questions?
we've utilized before.
Questions? Here none, we have motion to approve contracted services for physical therapy, Amy Isley, First Steps Pediatric Therapy, LLC. All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed say nay. Ayes have it, motion carries. Okay, need a motion to approve contracted services for behavioral health, the Developmental Advantage, LLC.
So moved.
Mr. McCall?
So again, we've utilized them in the past, and they've been a big help to us.
Okay. This is not Copeland or
No.
part of Copeland? Okay. Any other questions? Here none, we have a motion to approve contracted services for behavioral health, and that's the Developmental Advantage, LLC. All in favor say aye. 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 Opposed say nay. Ayes have it, motion carries. And motion to approve contracted services for visually impaired, Adult 1-3 Vision Services.
So moved.
Same deal. I know we've used them before. Questions? Here none, we have a motion to approve contracted services for visually impaired, Adult 1-3 Vision Services. All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed say nay. Ayes have it, motion carries. And need a motion to approve contracted services with Deanna Swain, Special Education Specialist.
So moved.
And the same deal.
So, well, we thought we were going to let Dina retire,
know.
but then our special ed coordinator bailed on us, and so thankfully she is willing to come and help us fill that gap for the time being.
Questions? Here none, we have a motion to approve the contracted service. Deanna Swain, Special Education Specialist. All in favor say aye. 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 Opposed say nay. Ayes have it, motion carries. And motion to approve out-of-county enrollment applications for 26-27 year pre-K students. That's one from Wood, one from Ritchie, and 4 from Roan.
So moved.
Mr. McKell?
Yeah, each paper with the detail of that is in your packet.
Questions, comments? Hearing none, we'll have a motion to approve out-of-county open enrollment applications for 26-27 school year, and that's preschool students. And that is 1 from Wood, 1 from Ritchie, and 4 from Roan. All in favor say aye. 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 Opposed say nay. Ayes have it, motion carries. And I'd say those are all new students because it's preschool. Yeah. Okay, need a motion to approve volunteers and chaperones for 26-27 school year. And we have Carol Richards, Wirt County Primary Center, Wirt County Middle School, and Mary Whipke, Wirt County Primary Center, Wirt County Middle School, and Wirt County High School. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Anything we need to know?
Nothing to add,
They-
background checks were complete.
They
and,
should be rolling in
we'll-
heavier than that pretty soon.
There will be more than 2 on the next agenda, I imagine.
Yeah. Any questions? Hearing none, we'll have a motion to approve volunteer and chaperones for 26-27 school year. And that is Carol Richards for Primary Center Middle School, Mary Whipke for Primary Center Middle School and High School. All in favor say aye. Aye. Aye, opposed say nay. Ayes have it, motion carries. And we are down to board concerns. Mr. Stewart.
Yeah, earlier we talked about, I don't know how we call it, math club or something like that.
So when I spoke with Mrs. Cummings, we found out that we currently have extracurricular positions on deck for that. So I was kind of waiting for those teachers to get back. I think the easiest thing for them to do is have a conversation with them, have them resign from the one that we're in, and then bring that back to the board with the changes of duties and the change of pay in that position, and have you to authorize it and then post it again. When I initially had the conversation with you, I don't think I realized, and I think we're paying them like $120 or something. It's practically nothing, but I don't know that the duties for that was as spelled out in detail as what other counties has done. So since there's currently people in that and we didn't RIF it in a RIF transfer season, I'm gonna have to ask those folks to tender a letter to that. And then when those are vacant, bring that back to you to change the job posting for it, to post it. But we still have a lot of time before math field day. But I wanted to wait until the teachers were back to have a conversation with them to do that.
And I have one other thing, thank you. Like, I don't know, last year sometime, I think maybe during the summer, we we okayed to put netting up on the football goalpost. I don't think that's been done unless it's been done lately.
I will have to check on what the status of that is.
It's here.
I know.
Yeah, that's here, yeah, it was.
Been here for a while.
No, I just, Jeff been here, I've been able to talk to him about it, but yeah. it's
I will
not-
ask about that and update you.
Yeah, thank you. That's it.
Mr. Lowe.
I'm good.
Ms. Sherrill.
I'm good.
Okay, I am too. I think everybody knows start of school's right on us, Wednesday. Mr. Pound, do you mind if, maybe it's not a fair question to ask.
No, I don't mind at all.
Do you mind if board members, if they wish to attend that first morning, that
Yeah,
they can
so
attend?
let me tell you, on Monday, the 10th, we will have all staff in the high school auditorium at 8:30. We'll go over just welcoming staff back and recognizing new employees, and then look at some, it's still embargoed, but I can share it with the staff, just not with the public, of test scores from last spring. And then Rick Boothby with Bowles and Rice is going to be going over employee code of conduct and red flag issues for staff to be aware of. And then at 1 o'clock, we're going to have Joey Stepp, a motivational speaker, speaking from 1 to 3 back in the auditorium. So all of the board members are welcome to come to all of that, or any portion of it that you'd like.
The staff really does like to see if you can come out. I know that they enjoy having the board members there.
I have one other concern, it's just for myself personally. Who do I meet with with on the wellness committee, that before the person was there is not here anymore, so I don't have an idea.
It says, let me check who at Copeland is running point on that, and I will send you an email.
They just hired a person. I saw today. He's one of our teachers, the Limley. Kara, is that the teacher? They just hired her as the coordinator for the school-based clinic. I don't remember where I saw that, but I saw that today.
So let me double check with that, Brent,
All right.
and get back with you.
I appreciate it.
Okay, anything else? I don't have anything. It was a quick summer of fair this tomorrow, right? Fair starts
Well,
tomorrow.
I think
The fair starts?
if I could nominate this board for an award of getting through the thickest packet in the least amount of time, I'd give you that. That's pretty impressive.
There we go.
I don't think I've seen 4 pages.
Not for
Yeah.
a while.
It's that time of year, isn't it? Yeah. Okay,
When
so,
I saw that, I thought, Dan's gonna have to turn on his auctioneer voice.
I brought some drink, okay? With that being said, gentlemen, appreciate you coming out and doing it. And I am open to a motion to adjourn. We're adjourned. Thank you.